What's going on, y'all? Papa Tez here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. If y'all hear some stuff in the background, because it sounds like there's a jackhammer that's going off on my street, because they're fixing like a leak problem that they said that we had that we didn't even know for the sewers. So they're actually having to go in and dig up like pretty much the whole sewer line in our street. So if you hear any of that, I'm sorry. I don't necessarily want to be a part of the video, but it is what it is. But either way, I just wanted to showcase what I think is my new Dragon 10 team. So this is what we're working with. I think I need to do some tweaks. I don't think it's 100%. And the reason why is because of the missing of the decreased attack. And if the dragon crits anybody, they're pretty much done for. So to me, the main people that need to stay alive is I need Chris to stay alive long enough to protect the team, long enough to do what they need to do. And then I need Nut to stay alive so that he gets Nut and Yumiko to stay alive so that there is the double reset. So I think the main thing is it's really Nut and Yumiko. Those two need to stay alive to make this team really work, because if they don't, then we're absolutely done for. Everything else to me I think is a nicety, but if I can get Yumiko and Nut to stay alive, then I'm good. So let me show you guys kind of I guess I'll show you the run first. I guess I'll just show you the run first. So here we go. And I think I'm just gonna try it and just let it go. But yeah, let's go for the run. Now I do have Krisk in the front here for now. I'm probably going to change this out. Matter of fact, let me change this out now. No, I'm just gonna let it run. Let me show you what I have first, okay? So basically, first turn I do have him just giving a few extra buffs here. And then I have this in particular turned off because I want to open with this so that Chris can heal himself and he can protect the team. Because with the stats that I have on Chris right now, he's not really built for survivability. I need a lot more stats on him to really make him pop off and really stay alive. Like I need probably closer to 75 and 4K defense. I just don't have that right now because I have him in kind of a Hydra build with almost 500 resistance, which works really well. And then I have him with some accuracy too. So I definitely need more stats with Chris. I'm sure that I'll be able to develop some of those things here over the little bit. So we'll see how that goes. Also, number 2. So here we go. We have Nut, which in short, I have both of these skills turned off. I have him opening with this skill because I want to make sure that decreased attack lands here. Because if that lands, and the weaken too, if I get both of those to land, then we're golden. And then we have Lydia, who is basically kind of open in the first turn. I have her open with this because Yumiko resets before she goes. And then turn this off in particular. I actually I think before what I was doing is have this as an opener for here, just because I want to block that attack. But I don't know if this team is going to be fast enough for that or not here. So I probably need a little bit more speed on Lydia. So that's probably not going to happen whatsoever, which is okay. And then basically we just have Seer just running completely wide open. I guess I could also do not use here. Well, I'll just leave it as it is. I'll just leave it as it is for right now, because this has been successful, but we're gonna have to do some fine tuning for sure with this. We're gonna have to do some fine tuning, especially with this right here. Definitely need some fine tuning. All right, so let's go. This way you guys can see how the run functions. So in short, we're just getting those buffs out here at the beginning. I know I should probably turn, I don't know, it's kind of weird because I don't want him to freeze because there's that chance that somebody goes and does stuff, but that's okay. All right, there we go. Here we got the buffs, and then bam, we're basically done. I expect this part right here, occasionally the thing's gonna 3% miss because that's just how it is. But it's pretty simple there. All right, and so we got the hex that's out there, and that immediately does the reflect, and the decreased attack is out there from Chris. So for the most part, we should be good. Here. This is the expected result that I have here. And I know Chris is gonna go down. I'm not too worried about that. I know that that's gonna happen for right now. And then we have that again. And then you see those poisons reflecting again. Like I said, Nut staying up is probably the most important thing for the run. That is the most important thing for the run, is Yumiko and Nut staying up. So you see how it goes. Very simple, very easy. I am making use of Yumiko, who's putting out that reflect, and she's poisoning the dragon because, and it's very similar to Mr. Dragonbane with their reflect. As long as she puts her hex out there, which she does that at the beginning of the turn, which I'm trying to see, is that what I want to continue to do, or do I want to switch it up? Because at that point, I really don't need Nut to do his A2 at that point whatsoever. So we still got a little tweaking on the team to kind of make sure of what we want to do here. But yeah, that is my new Dragon 10 team. Basically, Yumiko enabling it because of and Nut enabling it. Those are my two newer characters, and I absolutely love it. I'm very happy that I'm able to do this. I guess I can show you guys the gear, and then we'll stop there at the video because I didn't want it to be too long. I don't want it to be too long, but I did want to show that to you guys. So far this has been my 100% team so far, but I can see where I think the team is going to fail. I do think that the team is going to fail, and the team fails probably when Yumiko gets absolute decimated by him or a crit goes off. So it doesn't, to me, it's okay if Chris goes down. I would prefer if Chris stays up, but yeah. All right, so I have Lydia in the shield set. She's sitting at close to 80k HP, 3.3 on the defense, 238 speed, which would be nice to get her a little bit faster. She's got pretty much enough accuracy to land what she needs to land, and she has a little bit of resistance there. So I ended up going with this piece here. I actually took some pieces off of Lydia to make this work because I ended up putting those pieces on somebody else. So far it's been working okay, but I would like Lydia to be back closer to like 245 or so speed. So we'll probably glyph a little bit and try to get her back up there. So we'll see how that goes. Chris is the man, the myth, the legend. We love Chris. We love Chris. So as you see, I do have him in 4 piece of the HP, and I have a little bit of this stuff out here just to make sure that he can land the thresholds here. I was hoping I was going to get accuracy and speed here, but the HP, this is literally all the stats that I want on Chris. I want accuracy, I want speed, I want HP, and I want defense. Like, I want all those stats on Chris. So also resistance. So in order to kind of basically meet those thresholds, you'll see here I'm running a resistance banner and I'm running a resistance chest piece. So that's why a lot of times for a lot of content, my Chris ends up going down because he takes so much damage from everybody else. And I did switch out his masteries because before I was running, I think this one, decrease the damage an ally receives from the first enemy hit in each round. Y'all, he would get absolutely destroyed. Chris would get absolutely destroyed every single time. You just see him, you're like, you good, bro? Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. That's my fault. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry, Chris. So I treat Chris pretty badly, and I am very sorry for it. I'm going to pump more stats into him to get him better. I am, because I need him to stay alive more. But that's my Chris stats. I'll show it to you again. The 63k HP, the 3.2 defense, which again, I feel like both of those are low. 231 speed is okay, and I would definitely like the resistance to be closer to like 520-ish plus, and the accuracy to be closer to like 430, but 391 has been pretty much perfect for all content in the game. So I haven't really been struggling with him too much for most things. So we're good. All right, then on to Mr. Newt. Mr. Newt, I know I say nut because there's a lot of funny stuff that can go when you say nut. Anyway, Newt. So I did end up put him in the instinct set. To me, the instinct set has become more and more valuable on my account, especially for the lack of savage that I have. Like, I get decent savage, but I don't often get the speed along with the crit rate, crit damage, because that's basically what I always need. And I think anybody needs is crit rate, crit damage, and then that. So This is pretty much what I'm running on him. I got 21 speed on these gloves, up to 27 with accuracy, so that was amazing. I got these Guardian boots that ended up with accuracy, crit damage, and crit rate, so looking pretty nice. And then this one, this defense chest piece that I've just held on to on my account that I didn't have used for anyone with speed and crit rate. Of course, would love to get more crit damage out there. But yeah, I mean, this is just about almost everything that I need. Of course, more speed and more defense would be ideal, but hey, you know, I can take what I can get. And I rolled this monster of a piece right here that gave me double HP and double defense. Like this piece right here is just, and they both maxed. Yeah, that is a piece for the ages. And I had this crit damage piece sitting here. I actually have like 2 or 3 dwarf crit damage accuracy rolls, which is crazy. And then running accuracy here, of course, again, defense and HP would be ideal. Just one roll in the speed. I'd rather get my speed up top, and just one roll in the speed, 2 rolls in the defense, 1 roll into HP percentage would be ideal for me, right? That would be ideal. And then here's the masteries here. I don't even have this last mastery finished, but Giant Slayer is the big deal here. All right, then we can look at Yumiko. Again, I'm gonna do a separate video on Yumiko, but you all get to see it a little bit early. So yeah, Yumiko is like everything. This is a Madame Ceres piece. This was a piece that I had on Madame Ceres. I mean, look at this. Look at this. So I got a chance to max glyph on those right there. This was a newly rolled piece that triple rolled, and then I had the accuracy there. A decent defensive gloves that I got to roll there. And let's see. We got this with the double speed and the accuracy. So I don't have another piece just yet. I'm hoping I get another really good HP piece, but I would much rather it be a higher rarity. Same thing with these boots. I don't have great perception boots besides these are probably my best accuracy perception boots. So I stole these off of Madame Ceres, I think, too. Madame Ceres got yoinked. That's all I gotta say. She got absolutely yoinked. And this is kind of like my best accuracy piece. Of course, there's room for improvement here. Same thing here and same thing here. There's room for improvement on all of these pieces. This one, yes, I like the defense, but I would much rather scale off of HP just to kind of get into the maybe 70, close to 70 HP with Yumiko. 61 is really good, and over 3k defense I think is excellent. The speed is more than fine, even though I will and have used Yumiko a little bit in arena, of course. And the accuracy, yes, I would love to be closer to like 700, 800, you know, that way I can actually viably feel like I can use her in arena against higher tier individuals. And my Seer build, which you all have seen. For some of you that have followed me for quite some time, you've seen my Seer build already. I mean, she's just this piece, this is one of the pieces that is lacking, but I didn't need the crit rate because I got the crit rate in all the other pieces. So she has some decent pieces, but of course I could get the crit damage even higher if I get the pieces, but they have to be almost perfect. This to me is probably one of my most loved pieces that I have on my account, because this is just absolutely nuts. Like, yes, it does fall below the crit rate threshold, but that crit damage triple roll, that little bit of extra attack to make her A1 a little bit more viable in content is really nice. And then these are just, you know, these fit the build and made sure to basically make things work here. All right, then we also have this here, the defense piece, that stuff right there. So I know the video is going a little bit longer than what I wanted per se, just because I wanted to kind of show you guys the build. So of course, you know, showing builds and stuff takes a little bit. We'll go through the masteries here. That way you guys can just see them real quick if you just want to take a quick look at them again. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. So that's the Dragon team. I personally really like it. We'll run it again here just so that you all can see it. I really like this team a lot, but I do see myself probably changing it up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Probably maybe putting one of the other people in front instead of having Krisk in front, and put Krisk in a second place so that he can do his functionality. But yeah, this team is a lot of fun. This team is a lot of fun. So there we go. Easy clap there. Let's hope to not get 3% it here. There we go. Big moves there. Big moves there. And then bam. So you see Seer taking out the waves in 20 seconds. And then here, just basically, we take this first hit, which is okay. We take this first hit and then bam, drop that bad baby right there. And then you see the decreased attack there. So I guess that it does have some viability there. It does have some viability there with me dropping that in there. So it's okay. Having that stun on Yumiko isn't great here, but I think Yumiko survives this and she's going to reset Nut here. And that's pretty much all she wrote on the dragon. Pretty much all she wrote on the dragon. Well, she might have another turn here to reset. There we go. Come on, let me get this reset. There we go. So that stun there is kind of dangerous. Kind of dangerous with that stun. There we go. Easy clap, 104. If Yumiko didn't get stunned, that would have been less than a minute on the run. That would have been amazing. So that's the one thing I feel about this team is it is dangerous to have this team like this because you're not getting that much protection, especially from the dragon at the end. So it's definitely going to be like easy cake on some of the lower stages. But yeah, it's still a solid team. Let me know what you guys think of the team. I hope that it's something that's enjoyable. I love making these different videos to kind of showcase my own teams because it showcases a little bit of progress on my account. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry, it's going a little bit long, but hey, it is what it is. It's kind of a showcase, so you guys get to see it. So thank you so much for supporting me, guys. I know this year is going to be probably the year that I try to make a push for 1,000. So 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for getting me really close to 400 already. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll talk some more soon. Hope you all have a good day. Peace.